All right, so step one, like you read, is to brainstorm your list of 5 words that describe you or have something to do with your life that are significant. And then you will also be drawing 5 images or symbols that represent you or your life. All right, so symbols can be images that stand for another meaning, like, the symbol of a red octagon is a stop sign, which typically means to stop. So, what kind of symbols can you make for your life? So, of course, I'm going to put art. I'm going to put goofy because I think I'm a goofball. I'm going to put the word cats because I love cats, and what artwork of mine wouldn't be complete without a cat? And then I'm a teacher, so I'm going to put teach, but I often learn sometimes as I go and from my students. So teaching and learning are both really important to my life. And my symbols, I will speed this part up a little, but I put a little tiny description in about what they are, but you don't have to. With yours, I just kind of felt the need to do that. So anyway, I'll speed it up here. So what you'll see in my sped up drawing here is a flower because I like to garden, the skull because I can be dark and moody, the Triforce for Zelda because I'm a nerd and I love Zelda, the paintbrush because I'm an artist, and the octopus is a symbol of me doing a lot because I have 8 legs. All right. And now for the second part of the project for this week's part of the lesson, you're going to use oil pastels. Um, Crayons can work if you don't have oil pastels, but you'll have to push hard. Oil pastels are going to work better because we're going to do some watercolor on top next class, and the oil resists the watercolor better. And you're going to start by doing your blind contoured self-portrait, so looking only at your face in the mirror or on the computer screen, not looking at your paper, doing your best to avoid looking at the paper. And as you can see while I'm drawing, I like to keep it one continuous line when I can because it just helps me to um, uh, remember where I am a little bit better, but I'll probably still get lost. And I also like doing it within 30 seconds to a minute for mine. But here I have picked up my pastel and lost my place a little, but hopefully I'm putting the nose where it needs to be. That's a pretty good nose, if I do say so myself. And sorry, the bottom of the image got cut off there, but it's just a little bit. My chin actually runs off the page a little. So once you have your blind contour, you'll then start adding some of the symbols and words in a composition or an arrangement that is pleasing for you to look at. You can be quite painterly with the oil pastels. You can smudge them nicely. You can blend them. And it's okay if some of the paper still shows through because we'll be doing watercolor on top of this next week. So I will be speeding up the video just so you can see me doing the colory art part of this. All right, so enjoy the sped up version, but you feel free to take your time to get this done nicely. What you'll notice as I'm speeding up the video here, I have to keep going back and referencing my symbols because I forgot what I added. I want to make sure I add as many of them as I can. But you'll also see that some of them I don't include and some of them I've added new ones. But I crossed off teach. I wanted to include teach, but I think teachers really learn more sometimes than they teach. So I wanted both words on there. So it was an intentional crossing off. Adding my paintbrush, trying to fill the composition so it feels balanced. If something's on one side, it's on the other side, creating a harmony. And I tried to limit my color choices. So once I started working with a few colors that were speaking to me, I didn't just keep grabbing random colors. I basically used the green, the gray, some brown, reddish, a little pink in the eye, and then white to add these other little details going around. And what you can't see because my camera cut it off there is the I added an eye symbol to the drawing, an eyeball. But yeah, so that is what you'll do. And again, like you can see my paper, which is this tan color, that is in the background. And that's okay because we'll be doing watercolor on top of that. So have some fun, express yourself, get experimental.